Hi everyone, this is Fayiq Alghamdi. I will present my paper, which name is Computer Science Teachers Perspective on Competence. It is a case study in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. I hope I could with you, but unfortunately, because the visas problem, I can't made it. This work has been done with me as the main author and Arnold Beer and Alita. Uh, Get summary for who am I? I am PhD student at Uppsala University right now. I am also a member of Uppsala Computing Education Research Group. I am a teacher assistant at Al Baha University. It's one of the newest university in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. My research interest is teaching and learning computer science, computer teacher competence, and educational epistemology in teaching computer science. And here is my picture. Alita Nilin, she is my main supervisor. And this topic is her interesting area. Also, Arnold Beers, he is co-author, and also he is the second supervisor in this project. Regarding to this work, this project, what I'm going to present today is what is part of the big project of my thesis. I had three published in this area. The first one regarding to women in computing in Saudi Arabia. It was a poster in 2016. I also recently published two papers. One is changing the educational epistemology of computer science teachers. It is a case study also in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. It has been published in FIE. And I published also one paper regarding to why do female students choose to study computer science in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. This project I'm trying to looking from computer science teacher perspective in three different areas. The first one is society or culture. The second one regarding to the teacher competence standard. The third one regarding to teacher awarded. Also, there is a small story behind that. I'm originally from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. I grew up there and gained my bachelor and master degree there. I get a chance to travel to Sweden and study PhD program. There is a lot of changing from the background and culture aspect. I remembered the first day when I arrived in Sweden. I recognized there is a few female students in the computer science area in the Sweden university, but in my country we had almost 53% of the students at computer science colleges were female students. That's made me to looking for several aspects behind that, and I found it one of the aspect was the teacher, the computer science teachers were influence student to choose computer science teacher. That's why I choose to go with the computer science teacher's perspective. This paper, what I'm gonna to present, based on the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia teacher competence. There is a new standard for all teachers in the education system. They have to follow in order to increase the quality of education in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. It has been adopted 2016. There is a separate agency which called Education Evaluation Commission, and there are three main topics all teachers have to follow that kind of standard, the professional teaching, the professional knowledge, and the professional practice. Each part has several points to make sure that the teacher has been achievement that point or not, and it has been recently adopted, and in my work to go investigate and interview computer science teacher, ask them if this standard or this standard has been influenced them to change any strategies or beliefs or thought about teaching computer science. Okay, this paper will present the result of an investigation of teacher awareness of and attitude to the Saudi and teacher competence standard in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The problem regarding to this paper is the regulation. What the computer science teacher learned in computer science colleges and universities, and what the computer science teachers teach IT, information technology, and computer science subject in schools. There is a big gap here regarding to regulation, and the new standard, it should be increase the ability of the computer science teachers to teach computer science. We address an urgent need in the Saudi Arabian to understand teachers' preparations in terms of computer science teaching competence. And we were asked the participant if the standard and the statement of the standard has been measured or behave in their teaching practice. I could explain a little bit about the qualified of computer science teachers in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. All computer science teachers graduated from Computer Science College, Information Technology College, or Computer Science as Engineering program. There is 31 college, computer science colleges around of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. All those students graduated, if they want to go in the education sector, they have to achieve also education diploma. It's a 1-year program to prepare them with the theory of learning and how they teach and so on. Newly, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia adopted national test in competence. This is the first one, and also there is a national test in all subjects. National test in computer science, national test in mathematics, in geographic, and in different subjects to make sure that position will have one of the best qualified teacher. Also, the education system in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia schools, maybe it's different than other because we have kind of segregation between male and female student. There is boys schools and girls schools separately. There is one Ministry of Education, control 45 education department in different cities. Each education department has at least 300 offices for as education offices in different villages, different small cities, and so on. And from education offices, there is expert of subject, expert of computer science, expert of religion, expert of mathematics, and so on, at least from 3 to 5. And the totally teachers above 500,000 female and male. Finally, we had 6 million boys and girls in the school system in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Regarding to the computer science subject and information technology subject in Key 12 in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia schools, we have different three levels. The first one, the primary school, from Key 1 to 6, age 7 to 12. There isn't any requirement or compulsory subject in computer science. Just recently, the Ministry of Education decided to integrate programming for children to increase the knowledge about the programming and the technology. It is a new trend in the primary school. In the intermediate school, Key 12 to 9, probably age from 13 to 15, there is 13 credit in computer science. There is no exam. The main content is about general information about computer science used and applications. In the secondary school, Key 10 to 12, approximately age from 15 to 19, they adapting computer science teacher association standard. The content contains computer science in the modern world, computer science basics and topics in computer science. They are taught developing games app and Python programming and algorithm and different kind of modern computing nowadays. There is also two different type of secondary school. The general schools have to take in 48 credit at least. A beer school have to be taken 16 credit at least, and those subject in secondary school is mandatory examen. Okay, the question research is what competence in teaching computer science do teachers experience as valuable, and how are these practices related to the Saudian teacher competence? The methodology, it is a case study approach. We used the semi-structured interview. The interview questions are based on the major competence identified in the Saudian teacher competence standard in the three main parts, which is professional teaching and knowledge and practices. We develop the interview question from this standard to identify the teacher perspective. The data collection, we contact the director of computer science teacher in the Ministry of Education, and they send a request to all the computer science teachers in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. As a result, only 12 male computer science teachers and 3 female computer science teachers indicated interest in participating in the study, of whom 10 completed the interview. We exclude 3 female computer science teachers since we think it will be a gender issue here, and since we had more male than female, we decided to go only with male in this study. Also, the research also exclude 2 male teachers who were not available during the interview time, since I am in Sweden and I have a limited time to go back in Saudi Arabia and interview teacher there. Okay, finally, 10 computer science teachers representing 5 different major cities in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia were interviewed. The interview were conducted in Arabic language. After that, since I am the main author, I have to translate it and transcript it and ask another one who is English teacher to read and confirm the translation. Why we made that? Because I have to discuss the result and coding and themes with my supervisor who is English speaker. As you see, this is the example of transcripted and the first coding and themes for the data. We analyzing the data as you see. The first the recording was listened and read the transcripted for each interview, highlighted the statement associated with a value or feeling, and practicing in relation to the standard. Generate codes, which resulted in 42 in the first time, 42 codes, entire themes, resulted in the reduction of the original thematical grouping and come down with 12. Further clustering and observing of the themes resulted at 6 high-level themes. In the last step, these were grouped into 3 main categories. These 3 categories are linked to society, professional practice, and professional development. As you see here, it is kind of the table, the first thought, and we come up with 30 to 40 categories, and we have reduced overlapping and randomly among the categories until we arrived in this diagram. As you see, computer science teachers, and there is 3 main categories: professional development, classroom, and society, and so on. As you see here, the connection to society have 2 main category, context and culture, and the culture has also themes to Islamic values and Arabic, and there is example, and also in the professional practice and also the professional development. This is the result, what we got, and what the computer science teachers' perspective on competence. They refer to 3 categories: connection to society, professional practicing, and professional development. This is our result in this study, and we're gonna present 1 or 2 quotation from the interview. For example, connection to society, the first category deal with the teacher experience of computer science teaching in connection to society. For example, computer science teacher D said, both are best without distributing them. Arabic is important to us as a culture, and English is important to keep up with the development. As you see here, the participant trying to combine between English and Arabic, and that's related to the culture. And also there is another example. The second categories, which is professional practices, it is describe issues related to the actual teaching activities of our interview participants. We were asking the interview about how you starting the teaching computer science when you are in the first or the second year in your career, and right now. And we found different answers. For example, most labs have no internet access. This brings difficulty upon teachers in teaching some lessons. They blame the maintenance and the lab equipment in different schools. For example, also another, in the first year I adopted a really traditional teaching method, which is synonym with the style of indoctrination. Today I use the active learning method, which contains many strategies. Each strategies fit a specific lessons and fit a specific category. I always follow active learning method in my preparation. This kind of how the teacher has been changed their mind to adapt a new strategies. The last categories was about professional development, participant uterines linking to these themes, including the computer science teacher's exam, teacher preference indicator, special courses training. There is a special course training which called computer teacher for the new curriculum, and teachers' book guidelines. For example, one participant said the exam measured the degree of achievement of the professional competence of the teacher and provide the reality of his succeed. Meanwhile, some teachers oppose the test, but it is an exam of honest measurement. They believe the measurement is one kind of achieve and increase the teaching practices. This study investigates the link between the Saudian teacher competence standard and how a group of computer science teachers perceive their practice, as I said before. This is what I have found, or what the study have found regarding to the Saudian teacher competence standard. The teacher see their competence through the connection to society, the professional practice, and the professional development. The recommendation, the result of the study highlighted the computer science teacher competence that computer science teachers feel they certainly grasp well in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. By enhancing awareness of what teachers certainly do well, we contribute to the adjustment and improvement of the Saudian teacher competence standard and help to build a program which addresses the current and surface training needs of computer science teachers. The outcomes also helped to raise awareness of the challenges of implementing the computer education curriculum in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia schools. That's what I have. If you have any question or comments, I'm free to listen and reply you. Even though, thank you for being part of you, and see you.